Before you go off, remember to breathe, Johnny. I need you at 100% for the Titans-Texans game tomorrow. That's for tomorrow. Right now, it's time to cut somebody loose. I'm gonna give you some space with your audience. Preds lose 4-1 to the Dallas Stars. Yet another Saturday night home loss. The last time these two teams played each other, John Klingberg ended the Preds season in overtime of Game 6. To some Preds fans tonight, it felt like the Preds season this year had ended. Tonight was the only time the Preds will play the Stars before facing off against them again on New Year's Day in Dallas, Texas at the Cotton Bowl for the Winter Classic. You'd like to think they would have come out with a little more fight than this and prove something to Dallas, themselves, and the fan base, but we've seen this too many times this season through 31 games. The Preds had just under 48 hours coming into this game, and Dallas played last night and went into overtime, for crying out loud. At this point, I'm honestly kind of afraid the Preds might get run out of the building on national TV by the Dallas Stars on New Year's Day. Scoreless until the second period, and Austin Watson makes it 1-0, and the Preds fans are feeling kind of good. Well, that lead is short-lived as the Preds go on the power play against the fourth best penalty kill in the league, and the Stars use it to their advantage as the puck comes out of the Stars' defensive zone, and I don't know what Yossi was doing as the puck goes past the two Preds defensemen who don't account for Blake Como, who's skating by him, gets a breakaway on Pekka Rinne and ties the game at 1. Yossi, you're the captain and the highest paid player. You can't stop skating like that. Later in the Preds zone, Hintz gives the Stars a 2-1 lead on probably the only goal tonight that I'd hang on Rinne himself. The Preds go from having a lead to trailing by 1 in a matter of 5.5 minutes. Times like this, Peter, it wouldn't hurt to use that timeout that you have in your pocket, settle the boys down, relax them since they're obviously stressed, but maybe you know what we already know, that I think they've stopped listening to you. As far as I can recall, you haven't tried the move of calling a timeout when the game is still close before the end of the game. So, maybe you could give it a try. If you can't challenge a call later, so be it. At least you settled down the boys then, so things really didn't get out of hand, because we know what's coming. Turris half-asses it in the defensive zone, and Alexiak is able to skate right in on Pekka and make it 3-1 Stars. Then Corey Perry misses a wide-open net that would have made it 4-1, and Preds fans are like, okay, maybe we caught a break. Nope, before long, the Stars make it 4-1 on a giveaway by Ryan Ellis, and I don't know what Calle Jarnkrok is doing with his back to the play, facing Rinne when it should have been the other way around to see where the puck was going. A period that started so promising for the Preds found them trailing by 3 by the end of it. That period has been a metaphor for this team as a whole. Preds fans, do you remember the last time this team overcame a 3-goal deficit and won the game? It was the President's Trophy winning season. It was such a great game, almost a full 2 seasons ago. February 13th, 2018, inside Bridgestone Arena versus the St. Louis Blues. Blues are up 3-0 with 9:06 left to go in regulation before Calle, Austin twice to tie it, and then Philip Forsberg wins it in overtime on a penalty shot. Oh, those were the days. What is there to say about the third period tonight? Nothing, exactly. If the Preds had shown me something, not even tied it, maybe gotten a goal or two, I'd be a lot more calm right now. The Preds get a power play chance in the third, but it's more of a chance for the Stars to kill the clock than it is for the Preds to create any sustained pressure. Preds broadcast goes on ad nauseum about the quantity of shots being there, just have to be patient for the breakthrough. Well, the shots are not going in for these players, and they would have by now if the system that they were coached to use was working, but as you can see from the record right now, the system that these Preds players are coached to play in is not working. The Preds opponents on almost a nightly basis have shown they have figured out the system this coaching staff has instilled in these players, and the Preds players have no other recourse to counter the defensive systems that they are facing on a night-to-night basis. If I could quote a movie right now, Preds broadcast is like Buzz from Toy Story saying that this is no time to panic. And me and the majority of Preds Nation out here is shaking our arms yelling like Woody, this is a perfect time to panic. The final whistle blows in the third and justified fans boo the boys in gold off the ice. If I was there in person, I would have joined in and done the exact same thing. I've had it with this coaching staff. Officially, I'm done. Minus Lambert, he can stay, as I do think he showed improvement for this team's power play at the beginning of the season. I've run out of leash to give Peter, Kevin, or Dan any more chances. Peter Laviolette's system is regressing with these players. I heard Peter tell Kara Hammer postgame on Fox Sports Tennessee that he doesn't think this team invested enough in this game tonight. That may be fair and accurate, Peter, but at least once in one of these postgame scrums, I'd like to see you take a majority of the blame and say that you didn't prepare them well enough for the game. Maybe I wouldn't be at this point of no return if you had done that by now. First year, first round knockout. Second year, second round knockout. Third year, Stanley Cup final elimination. Fourth year, second round knockout. And fifth year, first round knockout. Al Arbor is the only coach to be with a team more than 5 years and then win his first cup with that team. This is a natural thing that happens sometimes. Coaches' messages wear out. We had good times, Peter, and I will always be thankful for the high points you took this team as you have coached them. But your message is dying with these players. Peter Laviolette only has one more year left on his contract after the 2019-2020 season. David, I know in 15 years as general manager of the Washington Capitals, you only had 3 coaches. You are a very loyal man. But David, you can pay 2 coaches at the same time and have someone new coach this team. It won't cost you that much. Pull the plug already, Poyle. Save this season, please! The Tampa Bay Lightning, who are in pretty much the same predicament as the Nashville Predators right now, but in the Eastern Conference, lost again tonight and still haven't fired John Cooper, who is one of only 2 coaches with more active tenure than Peter Laviolette. If John Cooper gets fired by Monday morning before getting a chance to fully turn Tampa Bay's season around and Peter hasn't been fired, I'm going to lose it. I'm done. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. As always, hit like if you like this video. Hit subscribe if you want to support me in my campaign to change the Preds system. You can find my social media links by clicking on the channel name. Rally all of your Preds friends that it's time to fire Laviolette.